Oh, she's been waiting in the back
right
a
there.
long time.
There we go.
She's just harder. She's harder to get to. You don't have to push anything. Just start talking.
I guess I just have a question on TEPRA fees. Families that have the paid parental fees for children with special needs. I'm wondering if there's any, are we looking at those to see if we can lower them at all?
I actually have a bill that gets rid of them.
He's really excited that you
I'm
asked this
super
question.
excited to tell you about this
That's
question.
super exciting.
Yes. I'm like, pick me,
All right,
pick me.
well then I guess like if that bill doesn't get passed, my understanding is also that the fees that we do pay go into the general fund and they don't support the TEPRA program.
TEPRA, you want to explain what I can, or you can explain TEPRA fees, what they are, so people know what we're talking about.
So TEPRA fees are, if you have a child or anyone with a disability, you can apply for, I believe it's MinCare.
Yep.
And based on your income, you pay a certain dollar amount for that, just that individual with the disabilities to be covered under MinCare.
Right.
In my family's case, I know my daughter is 12. She's never not had her disability. She actually has only had TEPRA coverage for 3 years because our son is 4, and it wasn't until we added a third child to our dependents that the TEPRA fees would actually cost less than our maximum out-of-pocket cost through my private insurance.
Yes.
And then this year, my husband got a promotion last year, so this year our TEPRA fees are actually, my maximum out-of-pocket cost is X. Our TEPRA fees are X minus $20.
So can I, this is a great example, going back to the earlier question, where we have these tiny little fees and pots of money going into the general fund. And the best part is it goes in the general fund. It doesn't even go into HHS. It's just a drop of money into the general fund. And to each family, it's life-changingly bad. But how much it is in the scope of our state is less than a drop in the bucket. And so we can really improve the lives of a lot of middle-class families. And I talk a lot about the middle-class donut hole. We have a lot of supports people that are poor, and the rich people have a lot of opportunity, but the middle class is stuck with the burden of all the costs with none of the supports. And this is an example of where I can hopefully make a difference. So my bill, I have several versions of it going through, throwing everything I can at the wall, everything from a 25% cut to getting rid of it altogether. We've heard one version of that so far in the House or in the Senate, HHSR committee, and I'm hoping to see that go through. I did not notice if the governor managed that in his budget or not, but I'll be having dinner with him shortly, and when I do, that is on my talk list with him, that he doesn't get to leave until he understands the importance of that, and I can be persuasive, even to somebody as big and tough as he is. So that's my goal, because this TEPRA-free is ridiculous. It was a classic example of where we put something up like, well, they should have skin in the game, which is what we always hear, so they go do that. But then when you look at how it actually comes out, like the idea of having skin in the game is a decent concept. What actually happened is not what's going on. It's actually your arm and part of your leg in the game. And it's ridiculous for what it provides for the family. And by giving you that support, you can be free to go work, husband can be free to go work, whatever you want to do. It's just such an important thing that, again, gets back to this value of what kind of happiness do I get to pursue and what's my responsibility to help others around me, right? And this is just such a great place for us to make a small difference. And I'm trying to find those places. If I can't do big changes, I'm going to just eat them one paper cut at a time until we fix it.
And I do want to say the parents who advocate for this type of bill and this issue are amazing. And so I just, these are, and for the most part, moms who are so dedicated. They are essentially citizen lobby. You know, they spend so much time and effort making sure that we understand how important this is. And so that is actually an example of where someone who's really powered by their heart and what's important can be more powerful than the paid lobbyists. And so I would not be as well versed in this issue if I didn't have a mom who was always coming to talk to me about it and how important it is for her kid and her family. So I do want to point that out and thank, you know, you and other parents who really are fighting for their kids and their families. And there's, it's incredibly important that you have access to talk to us and lobby for those things, because it does matter and it makes a difference. So thank you.